guys for being here. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. I think I twisted my ankle or sprained it. It's a little swollen last night when we were on live, actually. So I'm kind of struggling, hobbling around. But yeah. Hey, Rexy. Hey, Callie. Hey, Jacinda. Hey, Ava. Hey, West Virginia Jules. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Stacy Bobasi. Let's see. Tony, Sherry, good to see you. Hey, Kathy, Law Nerd Amber, Petunia, Shelly Bean, Leanne, Rexy, Pointer Lover, Jessica, Nola Chick, Faceted Dreamer. Let's see. Karen D. Hey, Henry. I no longer ask myself to be or not to be. I now ask myself, why come? I know that in time everything will be answered. Oh my God. I will now believe in landfills. What an awesome freaking comment. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Stephanie. Let's see. Hey, Robbie Wyatt. Angela, good to see you. Hey, Cheryl, Liquid Soul. Skylab, Jessie Lynn, Neat Noodle, Janice, Crackdown, Lisa, and Journey to Justice. Anybody else I missed? Hey, Amber. Hey, Roxanne. So today we are going to, I found my community with all of you. Same here. I just love and appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Curious Jen. Hey, Tart with the Heart. Hey, Lucia. Hey, Jessica, Yeeby, Lisa, Megan. Good to see you guys. Hey, Mountain Mama. Anybody I missed? I definitely never intentionally miss somebody. So today we are going to continue making our way through the jail file. We are in the Kite section. So we've been going through Letecia's messages to staff. I did B Crumbs actually found us one response that was in all caps because we've joked about her messages are in all caps. And I have that pulled to the side as well to look at. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun. It's just going to be laid back, hanging out, reading through her messages and just chit chatting. But before we get into that, I just wanted to do a quick word from our sponsor. And yeah, I'm really excited because it's almost Christmas time. I did choose a winner. The first giveaway was a members giveaway. I chose a winner for that, but I haven't gotten an email. But there's going to be lots of stuff coming soon, so stay tuned. I'm kind of still working it out and ironing out. But like I said, just a quick word from our sponsor, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay. I love that so much, and I can't wait for us to keep doing some Christmas stuff moving forward. So Christine did that for us, and I love it. It's excellent. Kilo is fascinated by the ending. When I sent it to Curious Jen last night, she sent a video back of Kilo when the wolf howls, and it was freaking adorable. We'll have to show it sometime. My dog just looked up. It's so cute. Happy birthday, Yeeby. Pointer Lover, is that a joke in the chat? Because I know I have your birthday saved in an alarm on my phone so I don't miss it. And that alarm has not went off. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, guys. I love it. I loved it so much, and I can't wait for us to get into more holiday stuff. If you've seen my background, I'll actually remove my thing for just a second so you guys can take a look if you hadn't. We have Gingerbread City over here on my channel, so it was Wolfie's idea. We wanted gingerbread houses with caution tape and police cars and all that. So let me show. Well, that is something added in, which I love it. Let me show. Okay, so now we're ready to get into it. Lots of Christmas stuff to come. I was hoping I would have. So my next wish list, I've gotten a couple of emails and I'm going to share those as well. But I had already made a promise to somebody about she's put one, she just adopted two kids that were her foster kids, and they are now have been adopted by the family, and I wanted to put out their wish list. So that's going to be the next one, and then we're going to get into some of the emails, and I was hoping that we would have it today. We don't, so that will start tomorrow. But yeah. Okay. Oh, there you are. Thank you, Search and Rescue. Okay, so tomorrow we will be sharing that list for a few days, and then we have a few more. So that's the plan. Karen, I talked to her yesterday. She was feeling a lot better. I don't know where she's at right now. I haven't talked to her yet today. Okay, so now we can get right into it. Oh, legendary. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Okay, so actually, we have to go back to where we left off because we remember we searched something in particular. I think that was the last. Let's see. Yep, that's where we left off. Okay. We're going to start on this one because I think we read both of those together. So this is Letecia on May 6th. Actually, let me just very quickly show you. There was one response, and I don't know how we missed this, or maybe we didn't, and I just didn't pay attention, but B Crumbs found this, and this is, I'm sorry, you guys, for all the background noise. This is the one time that they responded back to her in all capital letters. And this actually took place on my birthday, the one she put in. She says, "Hi, I ordered some books that said delivered 8 days ago, just checking to see if they are here or if we need to reach out to the publisher. Thanks." And they responded in all caps and say, "I apologize for the slight delay with this response. A review of your mail history shows that you have had publications rejected on August 26th and September 1st. And you have received reject slips for them. Please send another kite if you have more questions. Thank you." So I thought that was kind of interesting because most of these, as you see in this one here, they don't respond in all caps. Let's see. Hey, Linda Lou who? Oh, struggle is real. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Hey, Pinche Becky. It's not Pointer Lover's birthday. Sorry. Hey, Deb. We do love Pointer Lover. It's every day is her birthday, Hey, Grateful Mama. Hey, Yo Knows Modesto. This channel keeps me company on the weekends my daughters are with their dad. Thankful to be able to listen in. Makes my house not so quiet and lonely. I love that so much. And you know what? That's kind of the same for me. I do a lot of YouTube when, I don't know, it just keeps me... It keeps me in a decent mood through dark times, that's for sure. Or lonely times. Okay, I brought us outside. Anyways, let's see. Oh, Curious Jen has a live scheduled today. Is it at 4:20 Central? Anyways, I'm looking forward to that. But okay, so let's go ahead and start here. This is May 6th of 2021. She says, "Not that anything is ever done. I just want it on record that I was injured on transport again. Just adding it to the list. Injury to leg end, that's one word. Currently operating on 1 leg and a half." Sorry. What? Currently operating on 1 leg and a half. Are you kidding me? They said the details of the grievance should be specific. Again, they keep telling her this. We need the date and the time, the location of the incident or situation, other persons involved, and how it affected the inmate. Please resubmit. Thank you for providing the date, but also please provide the time and how you received an injury to your leg. Please resubmit with all details. Thanks. She doesn't even deserve half a leg. Late because I had a Velcro roller stuck in my freaking hair. 2:20 PST. Okay. Only Letecia can operate on 1.5 legs. She is always injured. Always. She's currently operating on BS. I agree. Okay. Yeah, it definitely shows you our education system is lacking. Okay, so now we have May 22nd, 2021. She says, on 5/21, I had a professional at 11:30. The dep said to be ready. I waited, and then she said no one called, so no show. Just talked with fam and attorney. Told them that I never came. This is happening again because they waited on me to be transported, and I never was after asking several times. And they said their response was the visit was canceled prior to being transported from the ward. The visit would have only been canceled if your attorney or someone representing them canceled the visit with our front desk staff. Okay, now we're on September 6, 2021. She says, Deputy Meyer allowed another inmate to steal an item from my Kosher and refused to replace it. Kosher falls under my religious amendment. Next, Trinity can violate kosher requirements by not wrapping properly and causing cross-contamination. Kosher has specific requirements which they refuse to comply. And they say, Ms. Stauch, please submit 2 separate grievances, one against Deputy Meyer on September 6th and the other against Trinity if something is wrong with your meals. Thank you. Theft. Can't believe how freaking nice the weather is here today. Like, just warm. It's pretty warm here today. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're on September 24th of 2021. She says, Deb Snipe is very inappropriate when she does searches. Also, on 9/24, she singled me out because I said people are being discriminatory. Discriminatory? Look, discriminatory. Okay. She singled me out because I said people are being discriminatory towards females. I will not stop advocating for female. Oh God, here we go. The voice of the frickin' people. I will not stop advocating for females because we are treated differently than males. She played the security card, but that's an excuse. She did not say anything to the others. Clear discrimination. They are also telling indigent inmates they can't have shampoo and posted a sign. What? They said the response is, when you say searches, what are you referring to? Sale searches? Pat down searches? Oh, wait, actually, I think we read one similar to this. I will discuss this with her further. As far as indigent inmates, they are provided a one-time issue when they are booked in. After that, they need to order it on indigent commissary. Yes, we did read this. Okay, I got a little disheveled at the end because we started searching for other stuff. Let's see. I know that one's not where we're at either. Let me just do. Oh, here she says, Deputy Snipe is denying inmates shampoo and deo. When Rule 11 of Ward's rules says hygiene will be available upon request, several people are indigent in here. Inmates must file their own grievances. You are not indigent. Look, grievances submitted on behalf of another inmate will not be accepted. You are not indigent. Okay. Let's see. Got a little disheveled there for a minute. I'm sorry. I just don't understand like she continuously does nothing but talk down on all the other inmates. They're all worthless addicts and this and that. But then she decides to be their voice. It's like, it's very bizarre. Kara, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know if anybody, like those of you in here who watched my live stream from yesterday, we were discussing another case, like a different case. And I'm really trying to find more information on that, like court record or court paperwork and stuff. Charge, like the paperwork from him being charged. So if anybody's seen any updates from that, let me know, because I couldn't find anything today. Okay, so now we have, this was 11/20 of 2021. And she says, on the 19th, Spec Armstrong interrupted my professional 3 times and told us to end. This is disgusting. There were empty booths available. I wasn't in the contact room. They drove from Denver, and this is absurd. I think we read this. Or maybe not. I'm just getting confused. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. Because it's just such a twisted, tangled web here. Let's see. Yeah, because there is no specialist Armstrong. Do you mean Austenberg? The IBS one? Yes. Cantankerous. But also there are repeats too, which is another thing that makes it pretty confusing to go through this. And I should not have skipped ahead or searched anything. That one we are past. The drugs there in such large amounts. I know that we talked about that. This is August 14th, 2022. She says, I do not have any kites to send elsewhere, and the PRIA hotline did not work. I keep expressing my concerns about people from TBE streets coming in and out of my cell with obscene languages towards my body because they know me from the news. It's sexual harassment. And asking favors for commissary, I express my concerns to inmate class. Being on drugs is not an excuse. It's against PRIA. I told the jail that blank did this for commissary, and it keeps happening. I told deputies, and they laugh. Do I need to write someone else, or will I keep getting subjected to this in my cell each time? I am not a piece of meat. Oh, my Lord. It's pretty interesting. She wants to complain about obscene language because she also uses obscene language. Hey, Angel. Yeah, unaliving children is completely fine, though. I am not a piece of meat. Hey, Patricia. Okay, now I know we're back to, back straightened out. Another one on 8/14. This is in addition to the last one. I am not a piece of meat. In addition, inmate class has ignored my request to protect these rights. I am in an intake ward, which is fine, but I am not being subjected to PRIA violations that have been happening since May 23rd with these creepy strangers off the streets making sexual comments like, oh, your boobs don't look that big on TV, or, oh, I'll get to tell someone I seen you naked because we were housed together. I am reporting this to the PRIA audit info. Again, this should be specific, including date, time, location, who else is involved. They say, we take these types of accusations seriously, but you haven't provided any specific details. What dates and times did these incidents occur? What obscene language are they using? What deputies have you reported this to? And when? Okay. 818. I am reporting the negligence for not adhering to the kosher guidelines and the lack of correction from the facility. 817, non-kosher items served and Deputy Snipe alerted and Trinity did not resolve the issue. 818, SMEAT was given, which is definitely not kosher either, and our mails were not replaced. I am filing a prisoner complaint packet because this is an ongoing issue that the jail never corrects. I am looking into this issue and addressing it. At least she gave the dates. They were able to look at it. Now, this is 824. This is my birthday, which is not important at all, but it does stand out to me. Okay. She says, I all the kite that blank sent from blank account to investigations. I wrote them too. This is a lie. I did not ask for her help nor tell her anything. This was an attempt to get to blank because she sued the jail and blank for housing discrimination and classification refused to move her from blank 8 months. When they still ignored her after the lawsuit filed 2 weeks ago, she constructed this lie, manipulating housing. I wrote classifications too. This is ludicrous that I get brought into something again and I don't cause issues. I lose my housing while others manipulate to get moved wards. This is why I need Tobe to be a no cellmate because this is ludicrous when I'm not even involved. The issue was between her and blank, who reported her drug use to floor security, not me. This is a security issue. The continued housing manipulate. She's mad that other people are manipulating housing and manipulating to get the housing they want when that is literally what she does nonstop. Angel, thank you. Luda. Yet again, it's one of her favorite words. She should use her dictionary and figure out how to spell it. She is a tattletale, yet she complains about snitches all the time. I don't know if she's bored and she's just like to see something go down. Hey, Belinda, I hope you're having a great day too. Luda. I inserted myself. How dare I'm involved. Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. They said, we will not discuss other inmates with you. I mean, I'm sorry. This is just entertaining to me. Like, I can't help it seeing what she says and then the responses. So now we have September 20th of 22. She says on 9/20 in blank, Deputy Matos locked bottom tier down for dinner at 5:05 to serve dinner. She picked an inmate from blank to help serve the top tier. Apparently, that inmate gave an extra tray to someone on the top tier. She then announced to bottom tier, I quote, you can thank that inmate because you lost the rest of your time until shift change because you gave out a tray. We were behind locked doors. This is ludicrous. Again, abuse of power, mass punishment, and there are policies in place for stealing, not having anything to do with the bottom tier, security issues, etc. Ma'am, thank you for letting me know about this incident. I will look into this. Without knowing the other side of the situation, I would think that you shouldn't have been locked down for someone else's behaviors. I will ask Deputy Matos, Sergeant Dodge, from James Dodge. So he must be one of the sergeants. 9/23, 2022. I am following the grievance process to assist with my claims against the provider WellPath that does not improve as I have grieved before. On 7/22, on flipped off the top bunk and busted my head open and alerted Deputy Snipe who called medical. I was placed on sick call. D showed up on August 17th, almost 1 month later, on an issue that involved a head injury. My issue is it's September 23rd, and I am still requesting a bottom bunk restriction because I have a documented sleepwalking condition, and it would be dangerous to sustain another head injury. Now, I know there are other inmates in this situation without the sleep condition and without the seizures with this restriction. I have those documented for the continued filing of the inmate packet. That your contractor refuses to meet basic medical care and putting inmates at risk of serious medical. After a review of your records, it was found that there is no documented history of sleepwalking or seizures. Oh my God. I love the way that they call her out in these replies. Excuse me, you've never been on IBS medication. We don't, what are you talking about? We have no record of that. Okay, so they say, after a review of your records, it was found that there is no documented history of sleepwalking or seizures. There are no reports in Beacon of the event that you state happened on the 22nd of July. During a sick call that you had on 8/15 as a result of the kite you sent on July 21st, you reported that you hit your back and not your head. You do not meet the medical indications for a bottom bunk and therefore will not be placed in one. Ouch. Not Letecia trying to manipulate housing and where she stays, right? I don't know, like, how many of you guys were in the first one, probably most of you, but I had mentioned that she reminds me, like, these kites remind me of somebody who's just, like, almost manic, but not manic, just, like, reckless. Like, for instance, Bentley, like, let's say he goes over, I used the coat rack as an example before, but let me use my desk as an example. So on my desk, I have like all my wax melts, my little wax burner, all my crystals, a couple pictures, like just some little things, a jewelry tray that Lynn got me, just a couple little special things, right? And it's where I put like crystals that are carved into shapes and stuff that are special and mean a lot to me. I also have a little cup that holds all the pencils and pens. So when Bentley is wanting to do his homework and get a pencil, he'll run over to my desk and he'll go like to get a pencil out, but he's so reckless and he's not paying attention that he'll knock over my crystals and knock stuff off the desk and just like he won't just slow down and very carefully just like grab a pencil. And that's like what she reminds me of, like a child in a way. Okay. You did not hit your head. You said you hit your back. Also, there is no documented history of any of the shit you are saying. Okay, now we are on October 2nd. She says, I am continuing to follow the process on how my First Amendment right was violated and how I was discriminated against, and my kosher was taken from Valentine's Day to the 14th of August. The process and the federal claim that I filed must continue to show constitutional injury, and I am reporting how I was singled out, for example, and for a continued record. 9:25, inmate with halal served breakfast and ate regular trays. That's not you, though, Letecia. 9:30, inmates with kosher and halal served lunch at 1:20 p.m. and A1 and left with religious diets and regular lunches with Deputy Shanahan. Then at 1:38 on camera gave kosher to another inmate to eat at 1:40 p.m. in the day room. Then on October 2nd at 1:19 p.m., an inmate with kosher served lunch and left with several regular lunch sacks. She also served dinner and at 5:09 left with her kosher and a regular tray. This is a violation of the same thing that you illegally violated my First Amendment. Please submit one grievance per incident. Also, are you addressing any serving concerns with your ward deputy? Oh my God, Pointer Lover, no. Pointer Lover says, can you imagine what the person reading these things? Oh my Lord. I bet the staff hates to see her or her name pop up. She's such a tit. It's unreal. All right, let's see. Now we have October 12th. October 12th. Hot kosher plastic was open. It didn't have my name on it like lately. I alerted Deputy Martin and threw the kosher away. Dinner was late and served at 7:10, but the kosher was open and looked as if someone had scrapped it over. This happened after I was denied the hot meal originally and offered a brown tray. I did not have it replaced. Are you grieving the deputy or Trinity? The original meal was the one that was open? Question mark. October 19th, grievance. Not surprised it says it was unfounded, but okay, my roommate is not kosher, and that doesn't have anything to do with me. My account is not read on commissary, and what she gets on commissary and Trinity B take out or with others is irrelevant to me. I will not go down this road with violating my constitutional right, nor with being harassed, harassed, terminated, or discriminated against, delayed, harassed by Trinity, nor set up. Look at the response. Did something happen with your diet? I have no idea what you are grieving. I love the way she spells discriminated. Discriminated. I remind you of NJ just now. It's funny. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. The next one. 11/10/2022, November 10th. Also closed and unfounded. Kosher. November 8th. Regular tray given I have sticker. November 10th. Kosher. Hot meal was open contaminated. I alerted deputy and disregarded the tray, letting the jail know of the continued violations. Again, she cannot just slow down and properly write out a message. I mean, you're not getting to speak with someone. You guys know, like in chats or in text, it can be quite hard to convey a message sometimes because you can't hear someone's tone. So it's really important that you slow down and write it properly so that the people that are receiving it and are the ones who are supposed to do something about your issue actually know what the issue even is. It's really not that hard, and I don't have a doctorate, but I could figure that out. So I'm just saying. On December 11th, oh, that's my cousin's birthday. On December 10th, our koshers were thrown away after being delivered. This was a Saturday, which is our Saturday, in which Jewish custom is to fast all day and eat at sundown. Sundown was dinner time. I was in the process of praying because you do not have a rabbi here. Oh my God. She's really leaning into this Jewish thing. That is annoying. Oh no, Michelle. Ironic, she grieved the lack of Jewish diet when she's not Jewish yet. She never once grieved Gannon the loss of her marriage and Lena. She is beyond despicable. Because you don't have a rabbi here. Dinner had just been served, and I was in cleaning and prayer process after fasting for Shabbat before the shakedown. I explained this to Deputy Cruz, who opened my cell to pat me down at 5:45 p.m. I do not know who entered the cell because I was removed to the MPR room. This is a First Amendment violation. I explained this to Deputy Brewer, that it was Shabbat who told SSGT DeLong. He told me inmate Miller, who was beside me, he did not care about Shabbat or Jewish customs, nor did the jail. We did not eat on 12/10. I did some research into the claims you made in your grievance. Here is what I found. The sun set in Colorado Springs at 4:36 p.m. on December 10th. You received your mail at 5:17 p.m. Your cell door was opened again at 5:36 p.m. An inmate is at the cell door when it is open and hands a hard tray to the deputy. There is no indication of an in-depth conversation, and there is no paper sack on the tray, which is what you received for your dinner meal. You were not removed from your cell for the shakedown until 5:48 p.m. on that day. Hold on, let me see. When did she say the shakedown was? Sundown was dinner time. Oh my God, that's funny. They went and found exactly when the sun set. To pat me down at 5:45, they said that it actually happened at 5:48. She claims that she didn't have dinner right at sunset. Wait, no. Let's see. She claims that Jewish custom is to fast all day and eat at sundown. Sundown was dinner time. So they said, the sun set at 4:36 and you received your meal at 5:17. Damn. I mean, I'd say they're starting to get a little frustrated. Whoever responds to the kites, I love you. It is different every time. Let me show you. Like this one was Paul Wheeler. This next one we're going to read is Nicole Fromm. So she says, this is actually not long before the trial, January 9th, 2023. I am being discriminated on because I am Jewish. First, I was ripped out of my housing over coffee creamer and holding my fruit on Shabbat because it is the Jewish Sabbath of fasting from sunup to sundown. Then, my open commissary items were thrown away and false reports were wrote on me on the 31st of December. I was sent into a dissociative state. Now, mental health hasn't came in over 5 days. I was found not guilty and I am being held with no cloths in blank and no property when I didn't do anything wrong but be Jewish. This is anti-Semitics. I was found not guilty, and I am being held with no cloths and no property when I didn't do anything wrong but be Jewish. Miss Stauch, please submit one grievance per issue. Please feel free to submit a grievance about your housing, mental health, and law library, but please do so separately. Here's another one from that same date. Oh, yes, Jessica. Jessica says, do y'all picture her throwing a tantrum after she reads their response? A toddler tantrum. Jessie Lynn, I am in the grocery store laughing my butt off. People looking at me like I'm crazy. The fact that it minimizes her drama, it's like a response that is dry, condescending, and somewhat smart-ass. If we read into the tone, bring her. I know. I agree 100%. Me too, Nay. By the way, hello, beautiful Nay. If y'all haven't checked out my friend Nay's company, she has a really great business where she makes wax melts. I'm going to drop the link. I just truly love and believe in her so much. And I'm going to drop Lori's too because she also makes some really cool stuff. Hey, Brianna. Okay. January 9th, 2023, 8:27 a.m. I am still being discriminated on for being Jewish. I am being held in blank after being found not guilty of a write-up of coffee creamer and fruit that I had from my religious diet that I held for fasting on Shabbat, a Jewish custom from sunup to sundown on days we fast. This is not a mental health thing. They have not come in over 5 days, and I'm housed with items as I would in any other ward. This is an act on behalf of El Paso County to prevent me from representing myself in my current civil suit about my First Amendment violations. I am being refused the law library as well, and all these things. Letecia, I'm sure El Paso County is so afraid of your lawsuit. They are so concerned and worried about that lawsuit because, you have shown that you can really make a great case for whatever your point is that you're trying to get across. And yeah, I'm sure they're just shaking in their damn boots. Again, one grievance per issue. I can't imagine how frustrated. Now, their responses are funny. I agree. And I love when because they're telling her how it is. Excuse me, you have no history of seizures. But I can't imagine how angry they get, though. Girl, Alex has done that to me before. I walked out from my shopping cart damn near. Sounded like I had asthma. Now holding auditions for my tiny violin orchestra. Elizabeth, at this point, I hope they pee in her Cheerios daily. Oh, Samantha, thank you for joining. We know you're lying about everything. Okay. 1/9/23 at 9:41 a.m. Discrimination and housing because I am Jewish and not a consistent policy in this jail. This is not a kite about another inmate before you respond with that. That tends to be how the jail deflects discrimination. That tends to be how the jail deflects discrimination. I was taken out of my housing and found not guilty. An inmate who was regressed for being in another cell with two other inmates and then got into a fight 2 days ago and blank was moved to blank. This is a discriminatory policy. Again, discriminatory. Okay, Tisha. Because I was ripped out of my cell by Deputy Marshal because he once again discriminated on me because I am Jewish. He did this on December 4th and December 31st. Miss Stauch, please submit one grievance per issue. I'm not sure why you didn't grieve Deputy Marshal earlier if he has been discriminatory towards you. Thank you for telling her how to spell discriminatory. Why come you discriminate on me? Alex, you should read Zaba's comment above. Okay, let me try to find it. Because when I'm reading these, I cannot see your comments. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Because I'm looking at the other screen. So I miss a lot when we're reading stuff. Yes, it's about resting and eating. It's highly discouraged to fast on Shabbat unless it's Yom Kippur. Let me see your other one. Thank you for the info because I truly do not know anything about the religious holidays and stuff. Hey, Kimberly. I was looking for the other comment you made, the first one, but I don't think I can find it. I'm sorry. Hey, nothing but a thing. Plot twist. Deputy Marshal, a real Jewish man. I would pay money to be able to shadow the person who responds to these grievances. I'd say, tell her I don't understand what you are saying. Can you clarify each time? B-crumbs, if I did get one of those, then I could see your comments while we read. That is true. Okay. Let's continue. Now we're on, just one day later, another grievance, January 10th. Am is the first. It's not I am. Am being held in blank after being found not guilty on a write-up. I have not been in any altercation with anyone. I have had false reports wrote on me by Deputy Marshal and Deputy Riley. Riley accused me of staggering and now of some verbal altercation that never happened. All this has happened because these all the same two deps who threw away my Shabbat meals on December 4th and the 31st. They then targeted me with the write-up for being Jewish and are now false reporting negative reports on me. This is now affecting my housing. I am letting you know through the formal grievance process that I will be amending my current civil suit in federal court, that these are forms of retaliation on behalf of CJC, Deputy Marshal, Deputy Riley, and the shakedown now affectee. Miss Stauch. I'm sorry, I can just hear their tone in my head. I have reviewed your previous grievances, and you never submitted a grievance about your food being thrown away on December 4th. Grievances need to be submitted within 5 working days of the incident, so it is too late to submit a grievance from an issue from December 4th. I realize you are trying to grieve an incident from the 31st, but you were asked to submit one grievance per issue. If you can provide specific details about the 31st incident independently, I will assign it to the appropriate supervisor. I highly recommend that you review the inmate handbook regarding grievance procedures so you can successfully submit one. Hold on. See, they gave her a little leeway. They usually have to be within 5 days, and they're still going to let her submit one from the 31st. if she could just do it correctly. Slow down, Letecia. Pay attention. Now, again, January 10th. This is at 11:38. This is going to be interesting to go back to when we get these January calls. So this is 1 minute after the last one, okay? She has not yet received this response because it came the next morning when she writes this next kite, okay? And it says, documenting I am being discriminated on for being Jewish from December 4th and December 31st. Shakedown from Deputy Riley and Deputy Marshall, inmate classification in El Paso County for current federal suit case number blah, 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 blah. The jail is allowing deputies to now false report on me to report that I've been in verbal altercations that didn't happen by these same deputies that keep lying on me, who I kept saying disrespect my Jewish customs, who now are discriminating on my housing, denying my law library, putting me in housing not comparable to others. Example. Inmate Brianna Alexander got regressed 1 month ago for being in another cell with 2 inmates and got in a fight 4 days ago. She is not Jewish and was progressed. Inmate 2 got found with contraband. We will not discuss other inmates. How was your religion disrespected? What false reporting? What lies? They're like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? Oh, now we're on March 23rd of 2023. So this is right around the time of her trial. I think I actually remember us reading through these, or Curious Gems, because like I said this in my first video of us going through the kites. So on my channel, we have been just going through this entire jail file from start to finish, right? And we are just now arriving to the kites. The jail file is published in full on Curious Gems' website. She spent a lot of time and effort going through all of the kites previous to this, organizing them by category and in a specific order, and did a video on that with very little commentary. So if you haven't seen that and you want a better, like, more concise roundup of these, that would be where to go. This is just like a laid back hangout. We're going to hang out and discuss it. Hey, Allie, LOL, slow down, Letecia. I'm sure Prison Cam will prove her wrong. Hey, Unseen. Oh, well, there are certain ones where they have said, based on the camera footage, you're lying. Not those words, but bo ho hobo. I have dug and dug and dug and dug and dug. She really has done a lot of schooling. However, and this is not based on my own digging or research. This is just based on being friends with Jen, who's researched it a lot as well. She said she didn't complete the dissertation for her doctorate. She was doing online school at Liberty University. She went a couple places, but she was doing those online private colleges. And she doesn't actually have a doctor's degree. However, she was quite close. Can you imagine this reading with Alex and Jen Lee reading the parts of Shatisha and the responder? Jen doing the kite and me doing the response. That would be quite funny. Or her doing all of it would be quite funny. Mel yelled, did I hear correctly on a live and listening to jail calls that Harley never got the money she promised? Okay, so she did receive some money, right? We know that she got a few $100s. I think at 2 different times, but I might be wrong. I know that she got the one check. And then Letecia had her retirement pulled out. That whole thing with Amy Lang and everything, which I don't want to say because I don't think that I have the details ironed out specifically and correctly. But we do know that $25,000, all that, that big chunk of money, that was not real at all. Harley was never going to get it. It was, I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, we don't know why she did it. What is the point of tricking and convincing your family that, or your daughter who's out there struggling on her own with no parents at 18 years old is about to have a big check and be basically taken care of for a little bit when she's not? If we could get her really old Google searches, we would find how to get fake degrees. Amazon degrees. Oh, Angel something. Thank you. Christina, thank you. I just I just really like the laid back hangouts with you guys where we're just kind of chit chatting. And I'm also really looking forward to these calls, which we should have the beginning of next week. Now, that doesn't mean they'll be ready at that time because doctor's degree, a doctorate. Stop it. Because Curious Jen has to really work really hard to get them all off of the software that they come on and onto a video for us to watch. So we will have them probably next week sometime. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Laughing my ass off over here. Bye, baby. The way that Aunt Brenda gets so kind of anxious when it's time to go. I bet you she's a mess when she's running late, because when that 1 minute comes, she's like, okay, baby. Yeah, I know you got to go. I love you so much. You can just hear the kind of anxiety in her tone. It reminds me of other people I know, like my mom. She cannot stand to be late, and she will get very worked up over being late. Fingers crossed about the jail calls. I love hanging out with you too, Kimberly. Thank you, Adrian. I'm sure Brenda never received any money back that Letecia promised her. Okay. Now, March 23rd, 2023. I am having issues during I can't even try to pronounce that the way it's written. I am having issues during transport to and from court, which I warned the jail in advance would be an issue during trial. I was assaulted 321 and 322, and I even notified my court transport, Miss Robinson, on the morning of 322, but yet I was still placed in the back of a van in full restraints with no way to defend myself on 322 evening, return for it to happen again. I am documenting this, that I am being placed in unsafe positions during court transport bin, full restraints, while the others are not. This one, for some reason, reminded me of Sarah Boone and Jen's dramatic readings. Thank you for this information. I will start an investigation into your claims. Now, print message report from 3/5. Oh, okay, that's just at the top of all of them, I think. No? Okay. This one was March 29th. Requesting to be taken off 2-Dep as I am the only one, and I do not disrespect anyone. I don't throw things, fight people like some of inmates. Cruel and unusual punishment, 8th Amendment violations, not afforded right of other inmates, excuse typing, horrible machine. Oh, so that's why that's why there's so many typos and the grammar is just so horrendous. It is a horrible machine. Thank you. That makes so much sense now. Miss Stauch, your housing status is reviewed with the command staff on a weekly basis. We will make changes as approved. Thanks. 4/4 of 2020. So remember, I told you they are not necessarily in perfect order, and that is why Curious Jen, doing her kite video and organizing them was a lot of work. StreamYard is doing something funky I've never seen it do before. It popped up live viewers, YouTube, Alex Erickson, 426 in a little box. That's weird. And by the way, thank you guys for being here. The machine keeps on. Skylab, you are something else, Miss Thing. I just love you guys. Okay, 4/4/2020. I'm being denied video visits because I'm housed in medical. Last 2 nights, people in medical have threatened to beat deputies, and they still are no restraints, no punishment. I'm being housed with sick people, and I'm not sick. No behavior, no mental health, no suicide watch, and I'm being held 23 hours with limitations of other inmates. Sorry, her typos make it so hard to read. Eighth Amendment violations. Your concerns with video visits will be addressed by floor security. Your housing will remain the same. Thanks. 4/10/2020. Can you compromise? This is not like a work relationship or like a friendship or like somebody that it's, oh my God. Can you compromise? Because I do not need to be restrained like this because in pain going to court. The same inmates that beat on doors and get taken out walk around with none. You guys can hate me, but the evidence is coming that will prove my innocence. And I pray for your forgiveness for cruel and unusual punishment. 1 hour out is ridiculous and unfair. Oh my God. Can you compromise? Because I do not need to be restrained like this because in pain going to court. The same inmates that beat on doors and get taken out walk around with none. They respond, Miss Stauch, your status will remain the same at this time. You assaulted staff during your transport here. We will continue to review and monitor your behavior and make changes as approved. Thanks. This is why you're being restrained like this. You tried to assault someone. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Boho Hobo. Oh, and you have a cute name, Boho Hobo. Thank you so much. And thank you, Zelzabez. Appreciate that. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Kimberly, for being a hot mess express. Me. You said I'm so sweet and real, and I say, yeah, real, as in showing y'all how much of a hot mess I am. But thank you so much. You guys are the bomb. Oh, thank you, Roxanne. That was really sweet. I don't have my phone with me. It's inside it, and it's at like 3%. These relationships are not being manipulated like Letecia is used to doing those in her life. Exactly. These are like just even her can you compromise? This is the staff at a jail that you're in because you murdered a child. This is not like, I don't know. It's like half the time it's like her hotel, and then half the time it's like, I don't know. She treats it as if definitely not. It's not what it is. Pinche Becky says, wait, didn't she claim not guilty due to insanity? Yes, she did. But that was at trial. And this one was actually from the 2020. It was just out of order. It is interesting, though. You guys can hate me, but the evidence is coming that will prove my innocence. And I pray for your forgiveness. Okay. Whatever, lady. Let's keep going. This one was 4/14/2020. When can I have more time out? I'm still in medical and I'm not the problem. There has to be something that we can work together on because I'm not an inmate that should be punished awaiting to get out because I am not guilty. Miss Stauch, you will remain in current housing for safety purposes. Thanks. There has to be something we can work together on. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't assault deputies and stop with your BS. And you might have a little more freedom. Oh, oh my God. I just cannot. Ooh, let's read this comment. So Chantabelle says, in my opinion, she kept up the farce of promising Harley non-existent money to buy her loyalty and pretend Mama still had a show to run. Huh. To keep, yeah, that would make sense because she drug it out forever when she threw that can. Yep, agree, Kimberly. These kites are not AI or anyone else who suffered her nasty, or not Al, I'm sorry, or anyone else who suffered her nastiness. I'm happy she's unhappy in jail. She is delusional. September 26th says she was definitely hoping for sympathy so she could try to escape again. Oh, she was always working on something like that. She nonstop throughout this entire jail file, and we have dug and dug and dug. You guys have done it with me. I mean, we have read every incident report. We are literally 1,669 pages into this file. And we've seen, her nonstop lie about the cuffs being too tight. I'm bleeding. I've got injuries from the cuffs. Just all these different lies to try to get out of some of the restraints. It's pretty clear what she was trying to do. Compromise. If you will refrain from entering a kite a day, we may have time to make alternative arrangements. Start with the heart. Yeah, been a while, and first time on this channel, so didn't follow Letecia too much. She's a little too nuts for my taste. Don't like ones where kids are hurt. I definitely get that. I have questions. We have been reading through her jail file, so we are deep diving this case, and we're going to continue jail calls and as much as we can. But at the same time, I never want this to turn into only Letecia's channel. I don't want to do nonstop Letecia lives every single day. I really want us to be able to do this while simultaneously doing other cases that are either unfolding currently or maybe in court, things like that. So if Letecia isn't your thing, there's definitely other content. Yesterday, I covered a heartbreaking story. We found so much more information than I thought we would find. We dug through several social media sites. I'm still looking for updates. So that's something really interesting to check out. That could use the attention, more attention. But yeah, so. How do you highlight my name to respond? So when you do the @ symbol with someone's name, but actually, I think my name is highlighted when people just spell it out correctly. I question my sanity for being amused by Letecia, Christina. Somebody said they appreciated my readings of these. They were priceless. I can't find the comment, but thank you so much. Okay, let's keep going. What will we run into next? You really just never know. So 4/18 of 2020, really confused of why it's in this order, but okay. Oh my God. She starts it with, that is not true. Hold on. Okay. 4/17. 4/17. Okay. She's responding to this part. Remember, they say you assaulted staff during your transport here, which is why you are in the situation you're in, right? She responds to that. This is her kite in response when she gets that. That is not true. Have you reviewed the camera footage to see that I was in a car 18 hours, transported in a personal vehicle with 2 SLEO-deprived deaf who ran off the road, and I was sleeping, but then awake because the saw animal and wasn't sure if I was sleeping or not. I didn't assault everyone. It was negligence and dangerous to put our lives at risk. No one had slept, and it was an accident to throw a can because we had. Miss Stauch, we will not be making any changes to your housing or security at this time. Does she continue that kite on the second one? I have a care package from March. Is it still here? Thanks. Sleep deprived. Sleep deprived Deb. I cannot. Did she not know there was a camera in there? I just can't believe she even tried to lie about that. Samantha Potter is interested in Boone. I missed her comment, but I see B. Crumbs responding. Yes, we definitely will. I'm going to cover that, and I have covered it. However, my friend Jen Liu has done it so much more in depth. And so if you haven't subscribed over there, I really think that you should, because she's keeping a close eye on that situation. Melissa too, actually. I forgot. Let me put Melissa in here as well. It's on camera. It's amazing. She thinks they'll take her word for it instead of video footage. Hey, Pursuing Understanding. I still have a care package from March. It was returned for credit. Those that are housed in medical are not authorized care packs. The deputy can show that it posted in their post orders. Okay. But since I got approved to get them in March, since I can't be housed elsewhere, you were approved commissary, but no care packs on 4/20. She says, oh, I see. I didn't know it was diff. Sorry. Thank you. I get commissary today, right? Thanks for your help. They say, no, you get it on Friday. Sounds great. Can't wait. LOL. Thanks. Oh my God. What? And they respond, you're welcome. And they spelled it wrong. Oh my God. See, when Curious Jen read through all of these, I was in that live, but I wasn't in, I was in and out. And also, I have a really hard time like watching chat while also listening. So some of these, like I remember, and some I don't. Which that's kind of the way it is with any of this stuff. Like even the trial, we were talking about like going back and trying to dig back into that. And after going through these files to see like what else stood out that we didn't notice before, which I listened back to a couple of the pretext calls looking for something. And I found a few things that I didn't notice before. It's just kind of like that. Like it's an overload of information. So I don't think it's possible for all of it to stick to your brain. Okay, April 25th at 6:01 p.m. 2020. She says, day 400 in which I have incurred more injuries due to restraints. Back of legs and ankles cut with marks. But this is safety. Plus, it's your choice to cause mental abuse as well. Just noting this with you for my suit. Just noting this with you for my suit. Plus, they are still denying video visits. Miss Stauch, your comments are noted. Thanks. Oh my gosh, what is this? You can't lift pood. Only I'm blank now. You will receive what you're able to. What? Five 2020. Ever since I moved from medical, my meals say gluten free, but many things haven't been, and it's already low cal. Can I get this monitored? Thank you. Gluten free. Ever since. She actually did file a lawsuit test, and I've reviewed it. But if you look on Curious Jen's website, she's got all the paperwork and stuff. Oh, Kimberly, thank you. Ever since. That just reminds me of like the real old like time folks back in West Virginia, like the real country folks that still live in the holler and all that stuff. And they, ever since. Oh my God, my brain. Oh, well, actually, that is funny because Curious Jen's live today is called like something about, it's basically like, this is your brain on true crime type of situation. True crime melted my brain. This is your brain. This is your brain on true crime. I'm gluten free also. Not the gluten free. I love you guys. You are just so funny and special. And you just, oh my God, I just adore all of you guys so much. True crime melted my brain. Yeah, true crime definitely will, especially when it's Letecia. Why come I'm not Jewish? Ever since I was born, I wanted to be. No, I'm sorry. I love your regional variant of English. Thank you, triple double one. Well, I'm from Southern West Virginia. I now live in the Carolinas, but in Eastern North Carolina. But honey, I come from Hicktown, let me tell you. which I love it. I loved growing up there. I was very proud of it. Not now because drugs have taken over that area, but okay, this is about Trinity. Okay, I haven't seen the credit back yet. Thanks. They said you were credited on the 8th at 7:30. Just there they are to factually let you know you're wrong. How long do I have to stay on restraints and how long am I seg? Thanks so much. On the 15th of May, Miss Stauch, we review and monitor your housing consistently. Changes will be made as approved. Thanks. I didn't get commissary on Wednesday in blank. I need to mail out legal mail. Thanks. Because it hasn't arrived yet. Looks like it was your last order while you were housed in medical. I have books to donate to CJC. Not sure how to get someone to collect them so I can free up room for more to come. Thanks. This has been taken care of. She got so many books. Aunt Brenda, Harley, we hear them on the calls. That is a huge point of their calls. It's one of the main things that Letecia cares about, and they are constantly sending them, but they're only allowed to keep like 12, I think, so she has to get rid of them. Oh, here we go. Can I please come off restraints? It's 90 days. It's dangerous. I can't shower. It's a risk to shave, and it's compromising my attorney visits. Please. Miss Stauch, your request at this time is denied. Thanks. Sorry. Can I move back to medical for my safety and mental health before going to the state hospital? Thanks. I'm losing sense of reality in here. Miss Stauch, you will remain in blank at this time. We will pass on your mental health concerns to mental health. Thanks. This was on June 5th of 2020. June 7th. Never mind. They moved me off the floor. What? You send a kite for that? Oh my God almighty. This is not text messaging. I have 3 to 4 more books to donate so I can get more. Thanks. This has been taken care of. I did not break the toilet, and there was no evidence of that I did. In fact, he signed guilty 5 minutes after talking to me without interviewing the deputy I told about it when it first began 2 weeks ago. Plus, I did not do hour out the same day, nor the next day. Double payment for a toiletty didn't break. Miss Stauch, your hour out was not taken due to this incident. It was taken because of you refusing to go to court prior to this incident taking place. We review the incident report, ward logs, and hearing board officers' reports and determined that guilty finding is appropriate. Your appeal is denied. Thanks. June 17th. Please review my security before July 15th. I've been here since March 5 and no violence or disruptions. I don't disrespect deputies and never raise my voice or even curse. What? Oh my God, the lies. The lies, the lies, the lies. June 19th, and then I'm going to check on your comments, guys, because I can't see them right now. I'm getting meat in my diet, and I don't eat meat. That's why doctor put peanut butter if available, because I'm only eating 1 time a day since you guys don't do the diet at all in the morning. What can I do to help? And thanks for helping. Good day. I took your concerns to medical, and they are going to see about putting you on a better diet. Why am I still on restraints? I know I said I was going to stop. I'm sorry. I will after this one. I'm not the one who attacks officers in showers, stairs, etc. I have never disrespected the first officer here. I need to shower and shave. No reason to be restrained since March 5th. Miss Stauch, this wasn't a classification issue. The appropriate chain of command was notified of your complaint. That was a month and 8 days later, by the way, that they waited to respond to her. Okay, now I'm going to check on you guys. She's now kosher, gluten-free, and vegetarian. What can I do to help? Hey, love baby animals. She keeps on and on. Oh my God, Hebe, I love the Golden Girls. That was one of my most favorite shows. Okay, 626. Deputy Ravencamp Maintenance came in and told Debro Cow that the toilet always comes undone because it's unweaving and pops out. Can I get some of those days back? Thanks. You have to kite the hearing board. I was hopeful we might get through these today, but I don't know about that. Now she says on July 6th, can I get moved to a ward where I can order food? I'm starving with all these stomach issues I have. I can still be by myself in a room. I need more than 1 hour out because I'm disassociating and losing a sense of what's real without human interaction. Also, the restraints are affecting my returning visits. It's been over 120 days. I'm no threat, nor am I violent to anyone. 3 weeks later, they say previously addressed. I never got credit for my 719 order nor received it because I left the next morning for the mental hospital. Thanks. You will receive it on Wednesday. More books to give away. This has been done. Okay, I redid it before I seen the message, so I just canceled one of them. Thanks. You will be credited. Medical said to Kite Trinity to take gluten. Now it's glue, as in GLUE, like sticky glue, gluten-free off. Oh my God. Y'all hear me smack my forehead. I did a little hard that time. I cannot. Glue. I might be going a little bit insane at this point. I think I'm going to take a break from the kites. We're going to go over to Instagram for a moment because I think I saw some new stuff from Harley. And we'll see what's going on there. Just take a little break. I love a little gluten. Oh my God, you guys. I love how Alex reads / pronounces these kites exactly how they are spelled. It makes it very Dr. Teabag authentic. Thank you, Kimberly. I have questions, says Boone is nutty too. I don't know what she's thinking with all those letters. She also knows the letters are public, doesn't want people to see them, and then keeps writing them. I don't know. So crazy. Well, my friend Jen has done like dramatic readings of all of her letters. They're really good. Let me pull up Harley really quickly. I don't know what's going on with me, but I cannot find her. Just a second, you guys. Oh, no doubt. I'm in my wrong email or in my wrong Instagram. And also, Midwest Meemaw, I just see that you messaged me on this tie-dye Instagram, and I had not seen that yet, and I'm so sorry. So I will come back to this as soon as I got to log into my other email. I'm really sorry, you guys. Just a second. Or my other Instagram, because I have a tie-dye Instagram, and then are you freaking serious? I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, look on. I can't do it on here. It won't let me log into the other one. But I definitely will log in and check messages and stuff. These are her TikToks. Let's see. 6 a.m. clinical fits. I was so shy filming this. Picture me pulling out my tripod at 6 p.m. So she's in, doing her nursing school thing. I don't know what I would do without this.
I'm going, my iPad is coming. Like, I'm being so for real. The reality in nursing school is that I'm bringing this iPad everywhere with me. If I'm going, my iPad is coming. Like, I'm being so for real.
The only thing that has me excited to be up at 4:30 a.m. today is that Starbucks came up with their holiday drinks. So it's going to be a good clinical.
It's going to be a good clinical. That's awesome, Now she's talking about Hailey Bieber's new lip thing. We did watch this. She just... I'll show you guys. What made you believe in miracles? My name is Harley. I grew up going to church every Sunday and knew of God, but never truly understood his love. Look at those Gucci shoes. Those were on Poshmark, remember? They're cute. My dad passed away when I was 12. I really struggled when he passed, but no one really knew how much it affected me. Years later, my little brother was killed. My mom went to prison. I had never felt so alone. I struggled with suicidal thoughts. Hold on, you guys. I'm so sorry. Just a second. Okay, sorry, you guys. This is sad. She said, I questioned God so much, never understood why I was going through this. I just wanted to give up. I had depression, anxiety, PTSD, was severely underweight, cyberbullied, and almost failed out of college. Oh, shoot. Now I completely messed this all up. But, this is the most we've really seen her comment on some of this stuff. I would say it's pretty hard for her to do that. She said, I did anything to distract myself. I started drinking a lot, partying, had toxic relationships. I met my best friend. She saw how much I was struggling and led me back to God. I got baptized, getting back into fitness, taking care of my health. This is Sadie. She says it's her service animal, which, like I said, I have showed you guys this previously. It just came out about a month ago. She met her boyfriend, bought herself a car, got her own apartment, finally had somewhere that felt like home again. Got accepted into nursing school. So remember, a big theme on these calls was the fact that they didn't like the choices she was making, and everybody wanted to decide for her how and what she was going to do. But she seems to be doing pretty good. Now, we also know that she was very excited about having some kind of career on social media and that kind of thing, right? Which that's fine. But do you remember her comment? If I had you on a live, do you know how many people I'd have in there? I'm trying to find her. Her Instagram. Just a second, you guys. I know I follow her on my account, so I'm going to go around that way. look at my who I'm following and grab it like that. So just 1 second. Got it. Okay. Let me check on you guys before we go any further. Lucia, you've been a member for 6 months. Oh, hey, Foxy. She was so young and dealing with so much. She's a beautiful girl. I'm sorry, but I think the best thing she could do is run. Oh, Punksy, thank you for the super sticker. You guys check out my friend Punksy's channel. She's put up some really great short videos in the last month or so. Yeah, it does seem like she's pulling through it. I hope that she's supporting herself and doesn't have to ask them for anything. So, how we did avenge the repod. What is this? How did we even get here podcasts? A podcast for those figuring out themselves and growth, coming soon. Oh. Well, that's going to be quite interesting. Jana says service dogs are for people that have disabilities. Her dog might be an emotional support animal, but she is not disabled. Hey, Wildflower Tea. Pink J. Becky, we were reading through the jail file. I just took a break for a second because it was getting a little, it's a lot, to read through like that. I agree. Crime, crochet, and coffee. Definitely agree. Hey, Sean. I have questions as well. I hope she's doing well despite her mother. I feel bad her mom stuck her right in the middle of all this nonsense. I'd change my name if I was her. Poor girl. Lily said she never shed a tear for Gannon. Well, that we saw, Oh, Sean, I hope you have fun shopping. She definitely, yeah, I agree. Love baby animals. Skylab. Oh, Kim Beerley, I love your name. Thank you. Thank you for joining. A lot of people, Teacup says, a lot of people don't realize there is a difference between emotional support animals and service animals. Well, I'm glad you guys pointed that out because I don't think I really would have differentiated between the two. You didn't. Scrabble, listen. You are fine. All of you guys are absolutely welcome to give your opinions either way. And please, don't be angry at somebody who thinks differently from you. Please, because we can learn from each other. And also, that's what it's all about. We're not going to be an echo chamber in here where we all agree on everything and think the same. I met a man with emotional support cat at Target the other day. Oh, wow. A cat in Target? My very extroverted daughter ran up to him. Look how Letecia acts on Kite request. Imagine how she was as a mom. Hey, cutie pie. Exactly, beat crumbs. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that so much. Pointer Lover says, I'm not a Harley fan, and people get mad at me, too. Oh, wow. My daughter's dog is dual, diabetic, alert, and emotional. Oh, that is awesome. Service dogs have specialty training to provide a service to a person with a disability, right? Like somebody who might be about to have a seizure or something like that. What? I seen an emotional support horse on an airplane? Oh, Carol, no. I cannot. And then let's not even think about her being parented. Like, not even just that. Even after that, look at all of, like, Brenda and all of the people who were trying to decide for her everything that she was going to do in life. Let's go back to the kites for just a few minutes and we'll read through a couple more because I want us to go through this whole file so we can start like looking at the trial. I really was thinking about that today because the girls and I had a call yesterday talking about how we can review the trial together. But because, we've been talking about doing that for a while. Well, Curious Jen has to review it anyways for her book. But she wants to do it by a certain time. And I don't know how we're going to do it. But I know that at some point we're going to review the trial. I'm thinking we should get through this file first, but I don't know. I just don't know. So, okay. Now, this is on August 24th. She says, "Hi, I ordered some books that said delivered 8 days ago. Just checking to see if they are here or if we need to reach out to the publisher. Thanks. I apologize for the slight delay with this response or review of your mail history." Oh, this is the one where I was confused for a second. This is the one time they respond to her in all caps. Hi, on August 31st, I would like it on record why I'm still 2-DEP in restraints when I've collected data on individuals in A2 who hit deputies in the ward, inmates who pop locks, escaped Comcord, in-house violent charges, behavior referrals, etc. I've collected this from blank and blank female and male. I haven't the first behavior issue, so I want it on record. What warrants these actions? Thanks. Then Elizabeth sends it then Brianne Anderson forwards this kite to Elizabeth and says, maybe you can answer this. And then Elizabeth says, "Miss Stauch, your housing and restraint status is reviewed with the command staff almost weekly. It has been decided by the chain of command that no changes will be made at this time. Thanks. I have collected data. Okay, Tisha. Can I get a vegetarian diet? You must kite medical, as we only address religious diets." September of 2020. I'm still waiting to hear back from my last kite that still says open. I have forwarded your open kite onto someone who may be able to answer it. 921. What is the justification for this from this chain of command? Because everyone else who writes classification gets a reason or falls under policy. I'm just trying to see why I'm being discriminated against. She did a little better that time. Still not spelled correctly, but a little better. Miss Stauch, you are still considered a safety concern and will remain in your current status at this time. Thanks. That's what happens when you smash monster cans into deputies' heads. She says, "I am not safe, restrained, incurring injuries. I am the only female in this facility restrained. Why do you guys avoid the answer? Why am I a safety concern when there is no behavior issues? Total discrimination." Miss Stauch, your comments are noted. No changes will be made at this time. Thanks. Sorry, I mixed up the last kites. I meant to say I'm Jehovah and wanted to see if there were any materials. Also, can we do communion here? Thanks. The chaplains are not able to come into jail at this time because of COVID. October 2nd. So you're saying I can't even get a Jewish Bible, Thessalonian, Tira, if they are available? Thanks. At this time, we do not have the faith-based material you are requesting. All of our material is donated. We do not purchase anything. You can have someone from the outside send you the Bible you are requesting, but it must come from a direct distributor, i.e. Amazon or Barnes & Noble. October 2nd. Okay, I just called someone to mail one. What about a Jewish diet? How do I get one, and when can I take the test on the Tira? Thanks. The Tira. I forgot. The Torah, which is not spelled at all like that. I believe it's Torrah. Hold on. Yes, Torah. Not Tira, Tisha. The Tira, I think you might fail the test since you don't even know what the hell it's called. But okay, let's continue. You can't change your preference till you've been in there 6 months. Okay, October 11th. Please, can I move back to blank? I cleared medical. It was just a simple diet change, and we are all good. I am not sleeping in medical, and my hallucinations get bad in there, affecting my mental health. I'm the only person in orange on the floor, and it's causing bruising on my sides. What? Being in orange is causing bruising on your sides? I'm sorry to interrupt her ridiculous kite. I will continue. I need to be back in a healthy environment. I'm for my mental state, and medical is not the place. Sure, I get my radio in there when I don't in here, but I would rather be mentally okay. And medical fixed the food issue, so no problem, thanks. We will review your housing status in the next few days. Thanks. October 25th. Solitary confinement without any privileges causes extreme mental disturbance, loss of reality, and sensory deprivation. There is no reason that there can't be any modifications while in PC. I'm not allowed family visits, a radio, or commissary be due to the ward that you guys want me housed in. But I get the same privileges as people with contraband or lockdown. This should be addressed in this housing meeting. If you keep me here, I shouldn't have lockdown punishment because of your PC rating. I understand your PC rating, but it's cruel and unusual to take privileges away that are afforded to others, even those with the profile. Last, what is the justification for restraints? I'm now being restricted several rights and getting worse mentally daily and afraid of losing reality if not already due to these concerns. Your housing is reviewed frequently with the command staff. Changes will be made to your housing status as approved. Thanks. I need to get a POA done, please. Thanks. On 11/2, they said a specialist will see you in the morning. Okay, this is going to be our last one for today. November 4th of 2020. I need to hire a private attorney, and phone calls are monitored in the ward, and they can't enter an entry of appearance until I talk and pay over phone. Can I use phone to obtain a private attorney? Basically, they said not basically. Attorneys have been verified through the Colorado Supreme Court are set as privileged calls if the attorney does not accept collect calls or is only accessible via extension. You will need someone not in custody to call them or write them a letter, as staff phones are not permitted for use by individuals. Wow, that doesn't seem too right, because what if you don't have somebody that can contact your attorney? This is when the Lake House and the It book were lost, and they were delivered on 11/11, actually, it says. But the Lake House was hardcover, so it was rejected. What's the process? This is December 8th, so remember these calls with Harley. What's the process to release money during COVID? Can I mail or no thanks? So we are going to wrap it up, but I just wanted to see what we're kind of looking at in the future. She wanted to mail out the $150 to Harley. Remember that. And then, can I get my property? I wasn't on lockdown. I was in a turtle suit. It's in a large bag. Thanks. We're going to stop right there. It's so hard for me to stop because I want to just keep scrolling to see what's next. But I know that we need to. So we've been here for an hour and a half. What are you guys going to be up to today? Hey, Pepper. Now she's asking for miracles. I know, Nicole. She definitely thinks that. Pennywise ass. Skylab. I have got a few things to do at home, and then I think I'm going to try to work on something for another case. Thank you, Jackie. You guys are just the bestest. Hey, Auntie's apple bottom jeans. PC, I guess, protective custody. I see Harley as a victim of abuse and extreme manipulation. Well, I should have pulled up her testimony, because that's something I do want to look at again. Jen was like, well, okay, so let me ask you guys what was asked to me. What would be like the testimony that you want to revisit the most? Whose testimony? Because I personally definitely want to revisit the Dakota's testimony. Also, Gruesing. I just think he did such an excellent job of tying things together. And now we have a way better version of her interview with him, which you guys know, you know what? I've seen like on Melissa's when she's played some, but I've actually never watched it all in full, because we watched it in the court. So like after it was released with better quality, I didn't watch it again. Let me see what you guys think. Harley, Belinda says. J Lord says, I don't. Thank you, Nails and Braids by Kim. The Gruesing interview is one of my favorites. Well, a lot of people do want to revisit some of the things from the trial after we've went through this file to kind of see like what we may have missed and that kind of thing. The neighbor. Dr. Lewis. Oh, I miss you, Foxy. In your live yesterday, I hated not being able to be there. Wait, you didn't have a live today, did you? Let me look. My phone's dead. Did she, you guys? Yes, that would be awesome. I'm telling you, I think we would really, because like when I replayed the phone calls to myself, I was catching so many little things, the pretext calls, I mean, that I didn't hear the first time. Oh, thank you, Foxy. I got my second reading yesterday. Awesome. A deep dive to align the text and convos with other findings. Harley and Torres are worth the rewatch. Dr. Torres. Yeah, that's a good one. Mine is for diabetes. Oh, that's so cool. So it can feel when you're having like a sugar low or a sugar high? No, Foxy Day. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh no, I did not miss another one. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. Thank you for everything. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have the another list to share with you guys. And actually, you may even see me later today, because I do want to be working on other cases. I very much enjoy digging into Letecia in this situation. However, I don't want to just do that. I think that it's really important not to get lost in that, and also talk about the things currently happening. Hey, Rachel. I can't do Dr. Lewis again. That portion of the trial was torture. Wait, let's see. The timeline. Oh my gosh. When their timeline was so excellent. I actually had a comment on my video on the timeline that was talking about how good that live was, like somebody who went back and watched it, because we did a live stream on their timeline, like right after they did an excellent job. We did a lot of live streams through the trial, though, like just discussions afterwards. I was looking to see if somebody answered about the diabetes dog, but I didn't see it. Oh, thank you, Nana. I hope you have a great Sunday, too. We should take a poll and watch what we should watch and vote what we should watch again. Like the timeline guy, he did an excellent job. I'll put one on the community tab instead of doing it in the chat, just so some people that aren't here. Yes, Curious Jen has a live at 4:20 Central Time, I think. Yes, because it's 2:20 Pacific. Oh, thank you, September 26th. All right, you guys. So I'm going to end this and let you guys go. I have a lot of more things I want to kind of look at. I will do a survey to see which testimony you are most interested in. I am also curious how you guys feel. Do you want to do the entire trial, every witness, or just particular ones that are the most enlightening or whatever? I can tell you all about the dog for diabetic service dog. My kid, oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that because I know that's stressful. Yep, 420 Central. Interviewed Kevin Clark. I know. I need to watch those interviews. I have not seen any of her interviews. I cannot believe she had some of the people on that she got on. It's really cool. I'll actually watch them later and I'll share them on the community tab in case you guys haven't seen them. It's so sad for me to think this girl was suicidal because a bunch of grown women cyberbullied her. That is sad. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Lacey. Oh, really, Lily? That's so cool. Yeah, you guys definitely go back and check out some of the old trial coverage if you're interested. Oh, thank you, Crumb Crochet and Coffee. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'll see you at Curious Gens. I'll have other things on other cases available. There will be a poll so you can vote exactly what you want to, how you want to do things. And then I have questions. I do schedule them, but then I also sometimes just jump on. It kind of depends because sometimes maybe news will break or something like that. So just make sure your notifications are on, even though YouTube never sends them out. But oh, I love you guys back, Kathy. And yes, I'll see you guys over at Curious Gens in a little bit, the entire trial. Thank you, B Crumbs. I have a little crush on Agent Gruesing. A lot of people did. I wondered that too, Neat Noodle. Why is it 420? I mean, not that that's not a great, amazing time of day. All right, you guys. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and going through some of this. We got 420 in the chat right now and going through some of this nonsense. We're going to have some little Christmas things coming soon. So I hope to see you guys there and later at Jen's and just wherever. Just, I really do appreciate you and enjoy to see and spend time with you guys wherever I can. So thank you so much for everything and I will see you soon. Okay. Bye.